Our priorities is to further develop the cluster in a whole, because Cyprus is not just a flag. It's a complete maritime hub, and that includes ship owners, ship management companies. Actually, we are the 5th biggest third-party ship management center in the world. So we are ambitious in respect of expanding the workloads in our ports. Recently, there was the privatization of Limassol port, so our ambitious and taking also into consideration the expanded of the Suez Canal is at least to triple the number of calls of ships in Limassol port. But in addition to that, as let's say the regulators in shipping affairs, we will try to further expand, for example, maritime training. In the last 3 years, we approved 3 maritime training establishments for officers. And this is very important from the island, because one of the pieces of the puzzle that it was missing in Cyprus was the training of seafarers. The total number now, it's around 200 or maybe more, but for Cyprus, believe me, this is a huge number, because now we're in the process of preparing the new generation of seafarers, the new generation of people that will be part of various companies of the situated in Cyprus. And this is for us is one of our greatest achievements. In addition to that, in Cyprus, all the major classification societies has a branch in Cyprus. That means creation of works. P&I clubs have representatives here in Cyprus. That's why I told you that we are a complete shipping hub. Okay, there are still some pieces of the puzzle that are missing. For example, research and development. We need to have more research and development, and for the time being, there are universities focused on maritime issues, the University of Cyprus, the University of Nicosia, and they are focusing on research and development. And of course, another one, let's say, weak point of a shipping hub in Cyprus is shipbuilding and ships repairs. It seems that it's an area that we can expect more in Cyprus, and with all these pieces of the puzzle, it shows that now we have a dynamic shipping hub in Cyprus, and with all these activities, actually our contribution in the economy is about 7 GDP. The direct revenues of Department of Commercial Shipping is around 8 million. But contribution to the economy of the shipping is 7%. That means more than 1 billion. So if you compare the numbers, you can understand that we create the environment to attract more and more shipping activities in the island and contribute to our economy. If anybody wants to make a SWOT analysis about Cyprus shipping and ask what is your stronger point, the cooperation between private and government sector. We work hand in hand. We have very close cooperation because it's a win-win situation. We work together to identify areas for further development, and this is our recipe. Cyprus Shipping Chamber and Cyprus Union of Ship Owners. We work very close with them. The most recent example of successful cooperation is Maritime Cyprus. Maritime Cyprus is a conference, 3-day conference, highly rated speakers, and there are 3 in the organizing committee. Everybody is representing there. And this is the recipe of the success of Maritime Cyprus. In the opening reception, about 1,500 people attend that reception, and where people mostly, or by 95%, coming from the industry. So the industry is here. If you compare it with some other countries with a huge fleet, this is the difference, that in Cyprus there is a shipping community, and in Cyprus there is a cooperation between private and governmental sides. And this is the best recipe for success. starting with the international reputation. Member of EU, that means that Cyprus is in the center of the decision body. So, at least in respect of shipping affairs, within EU we have a strong voice and a very good representation. Worldwide, we are part of the Council of IMO for almost 20 years, maybe more. And there will be elections next month in November. We have our candidature, and we believe that due to our presence within IMO bodies, that the countries will honor us again, and we will give us the opportunity to serve the IMO Council for further 2 years period. Now, about incentives. Tonnage tax system approved by EU. So, starting from this, we have a system that includes not only ship owners but also ship managers, and this is the reason that Cyprus is considered to be one of the largest ship management centers in the world. Through our tonnage tax system, they prefer to be here in Cyprus. In respect of energy, always, let's say, in connection with shipping, our expectations are really huge. I will give you an example. Let's say an exploration drilling, not exploitation, during an exploration drilling, which usually lasts about 3 months. During this period, around 1,000 people are engaging. The economy is moving moving around only with one exploration drilling. Just imagine, let's say, if all of a sudden we started the exploitation phase. So in respect of shipping, yes, we are expecting for, let's say, to attract more gas carriers registered under our flag. We are expecting that companies owned or managed gas carriers will establish in Cyprus. We have expectation in respect of using the gas as a fueling for ships, which is also an ambition of EU. So we're expecting that sooner or later Cyprus will become a center for fuel bunkers using gas. I will only say that if all of a sudden we find a fair and acceptable solution for the Cyprus problem, I can guarantee you that in the next 2 or 3 years, the shipping sector in Cyprus will be doubled. We will have a political supervisor engaging only with shipping. Now the Minister of Transport, Mr. Dimitriadis, is very active in shipping issues. So from the 1st of March of 2018, our political supervisor will focus only on shipping. That means more effort for more and more development. This is a very strong message to the shipping community. Shipping people, we hear your expectations. We understand that it's a very dynamic source for Cyprus economy. The government of Cyprus decided to establish the Deputy Ministry for Shipping. Now we are in the process of the complete restructuring of the Department of Merchant Shipping in order to adapt the new environment. And that includes more representations in shipping centers abroad. The ambitions of the government of Cyprus is to increase number of calls in Cyprus ports. That means more revenue and more contribution to the Cyprus economy. And with the expansion of the Suez Canal, we see it as an opportunity for example, to further expand the activities of bunker fueling. It's not only the number of calls. Or maybe Cyprus will be the ideal place for crew changing. That means more calls. So yes, we saw the expansion of Suez Canal as an opportunity also for Cyprus for further boosting the economy and based on more and more number of calls within Cyprus ports.